All right, we're back on the air. Zach
Hey.
Taylor, yeah, hello again, is addressing the media after some important decisions this morning.
Yes, let's listen in.
To meet those expectations and those standards that we have for ourselves. And as many of you probably saw, we made a couple coaching changes today. Do not take that lightly. Those were extremely hard moves for me to make. Those are all men that I have a ton of respect for, been through really high, exciting times with, and do not take those decisions lightly. And appreciate all that those guys brought to the table because they're like brothers to me. They worked hard every single day, and those were not easy decisions to make. And we'll work to make those hires as soon as possible when that time is appropriate.
Coach, when did you at least start to consider making changes to the staff?
When the season ended.
Okay, thank you.
Zach, and this was just your decision?
Yes.
Why did you feel change was needed?
Just as I evaluate everything within the organization, I just felt like we needed to make a change there. And it's as simple as that. And we'll start that process immediately of evaluating where we need to go and who we want to bring in to help take us to the next level. But again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate what those guys did, and they worked hard every single day, and they're great football coaches, and they'll land on their feet very quickly.
Zach, does that mean you also want to change in philosophy at those positions?
We're going to evaluate the candidates that are available to us, and we'll find the best fit.
Zach, specific to Lou, can you talk through what you feel like's been kind of the reason over the last 2 years you guys have slipped off defensively? And when you make a change like this at the top and then with two other position coaches, is it more that you're looking for a different identity on defense? Just can you elaborate a little bit more on the defensive decisions?
Just felt like we needed a change, and again, did not take that decision lightly, thought long and hard about it. Lou's been doing this for 6 years here, and the success we've had, I mean, he's been a big reason why we've had a lot of the success. And so again, I don't take this lightly, put a lot of thought into it. It's not an easy day for any of us, and just felt like we need to perform better as a football team. And so again, it's not in any specific one area. I think we got to be better in all three phases of our team, and these are the decisions I made today, and we'll work to be better.
How challenging was this year, especially with Jamar playing the way he was, Joe, and obviously Trey? I mean, you have stars that have done things that no other NFL team has done, and yet we're talking here at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think you look at every game and there's a play to be made in every single phase that we all regret, you know, whether it's a play call, a play, whatever it is, there's all things that we'll reflect back on and that are kind of a little bit of a thorn in your side for this season. But all we can do is improve it moving forward and making sure that a season like this doesn't happen again.
Defensively, how concerning is it, or how big of a factor is it that you've had, you know, the Myles Murphys, the Dax Hills? You've invested a lot of draft capital in high-end draft picks and just the development of those guys. How big of a factor is that in this decision?
That's something we'll evaluate the entirety of the offseason, you know, making sure we're better in all areas. And so, again, we'll look to bring in people that we feel like can get the most out of everybody.
Coach, there are a lot of joys in this job and a lot of uncomfortable situations in this job. Talk about just the difficulty of this one because of the relationship you have with those coaches.
Really hard. I've been through a lot with all these guys, you know, and they work their tails off. They're part of really great moments for us. This is the hard side of the profession, and I just appreciate what those guys brought to the table and how they represented this organization, how they represented me as a head coach, how they treated their players. I appreciate all of that.
Thank you.
Zach, specific to Frank, you've talked about how you felt like the offensive line has played well this year a number of times. Given how much you guys want to throw the ball, what are some of the prerequisites you're going to be looking for when you start your search for a new offensive line coach?
Yeah, we'll form a list and go through it in depth of who we think fits us best. And we'll work out how to find the best guy to get the most out of what we're doing.
Coach, will you be looking for a run game coordinator as well in the offensive line position, or might that be parceled out, or?
We'll just find the best fit for how it fits with our staff.
Zach, you said that these decisions were yours to make. What's that process like? Do you go to ownership in the front office and say you think it's time for a change, or how's that conversation?
Absolutely. You know, we talk, as you all know, we talk on a weekly basis, sometimes more than that. And again, I know the expectation was to hear what I wanted to do after the season, and these are changes I thought we needed to make.
Coach, how much?
You're hearing from Zach Taylor dismissing 4 coaches, defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, defensive line coach Marion.